Oh my goodness.
I believe Coach said you wanted to take questions for student athletes first. All right, let's take questions for student athletes first so we can get out there and go for things. Yep.
Deisha, you really took over down the stretch in the fourth quarter. What sort of changed and what were you seeing out there?
I realized that I kind of didn't shoot the ball the first 30 minutes of the game, and for us to, be able to have success or me to be able to contribute, I have to take shots. So that's what I did in the fourth quarter.
Deisha, clearly an emotional night for you, wiping off tears at the end of the game. Can you sort of reflect on what these past years have been here at Syracuse and your growth as a person?
I thought you were the first question. That's the second one. I got you. Got this. You got this.
Starting from, coming from Rochester, it's not the easiest place, to, get out of, and to start from there and be able to prove everyone that doubted me before I got here, to prove them wrong, and to get here and be a part of the culture of what Coach Jack instills in her players has made me realize that over time, since it's been a while, I'm a fifth year,
See what yesterday.
that there's always like another side, and that no matter what, if you keep working, you'll reach it.
Sophie, I know for stretches you were guarding Liatu King, number 2 on Pitt. Take me through kind of what you tried to do to slow her down, especially in that fourth quarter, and then what she was doing well throughout the game as well.
Sorry, what was the first part of the question?
Defending Liatu King, number 2 down low. Just take me through the process in guarding her and how you guys try to shut her down the stretch.
Yeah, she's a talented player, there's no doubt about that. So just really playing team defense. I had her, but then having the help from like Kyra and Alyssa and those players for when, she made that extra move. That was really what we focused on, just having each other's back. And I think we did pretty well down the stretch, so.
Deisha, this game seemed kind of emblematic of the season so far. Down after 3 quarters, you come back in the fourth. What made it so special to do it here on senior day with family, friends around, to have, the season as a whole kind of come together like it did today?
To be able to just get the win on a special day like this in front of them and, for the rest of the team and for the other seniors, it just, it means the world. You wouldn't want to celebrate this day with the loss.
Deisha and Elena, what did the post-game festivities mean to you?
Say that again, please.
What did the post-game senior day celebration afterwards mean to you?
It meant a lot. It just showed all the memories. And it made me think about all the memories and all the different teams I've been on here. It's just, they all come together and you just think like, wow, it was so fast. And now you're finally at the end and you're like, what's next? Like, the next thing is coming. But I always have faith and believe that, he put me here for a reason. So I just keep moving off that and keep it going. It meant a lot, though.
Deisha and Elena, I'd love to get both of your opinions on this. But Deisha, you mentioned Coach Jack and her culture. So can the both of you sort of talk about her impact on you as people, more than just players?
For me, she was kind of the only one who believed in me and trusted me to get where I am now. Not only on the court, but she believed in me as a person. And you don't get that. You won't get that everywhere, and it doesn't come around too often. But for me, she means the world to me.
that money you're gonna get in the future. It's not cheap. Not gonna be a lot, just half.
She gave me a chance, and when I first got here with the other coaches, they didn't really see me for real. And then she gave me a chance this year, and I appreciate her for that. And she saw what I was capable of and actually still put me out there regardless of what I'm doing. Even the ups and downs, like she still stuck with me. So she taught me that resilient mindset, and it was very appreciative.
Again, for Sophie, I know you guys kind of had a bit of a rough time in the paint against Duke. How did you kind of learn from that performance today, again, with kind of your defense down the stretch?
Yeah, I mean, Duke definitely had us in the paint in that game. So this game, it was really just a focus on that team defense, having each other's back again, like I said before. And yeah, just talking to each other. I think communication is really key in that kind of point in the game. So yeah, just talking to each other, having each other's back.
Elena, what's it been like to play with Deasia over the last 2 years, and what's your reaction to all the clutch shots that she just continuously hits down the stretch?
Wow. Nah, cause some of them I'll be like, dang, and I don't know. It's just the moment. Like we all in it. Like even the fans, you can see it. Like she's just an amazing player. I guess she's still doing it. So we got some more games to go, y'all. Like this ain't it, but it's it for here.
Yes, indeed.
And we gotta think of the future.
Thank you, ladies.
Thank y'all. It was nice meeting y'all.
Thank you.
Man, it's the last time. Oh, I love you, Mom, and I love you, Dad.
Yes.
Bye, y'all.
I love that. What a team, what a fight, what young people we're growing, You want to win every game, but you want to hear these young ladies speak and articulate who they are and what they've done and where they've come from more than anything else. I'm so humbled and grateful to be their coach, a part of this culture that we have and this family that we're growing together. I'm in disbelief at times about what we went through to get to this point, but yet we're here and we're still fighting, and there's so much more to do, but we realize that the time is ticking, and we just want to try to hold on to this as long as we can.
Coach, a fairly prolonged talk between you and Fair after the game. Can you sort of run us through your mindset and your emotions while you were in the hug, where you're sort of contemplating this past 5 years worth of accomplishments together?
You just trying to make everybody cry, right? I remember that movie where you're not gonna make me cry, and they offered him this monumental amount of money, and he had the one agent. What's his name? You guys?
Jerry Maguire.
Yes. It's not that moment unless you saw my contract and there's something coming. We might have some tears, but she came from the bottom of Rochester with that skill set, and nobody was willing to give her a chance. And I had to tell her, I will give you a chance, but we got to take care of some stuff academically. And I need you to get to class. I know you got to take care of your sisters and your brother, but you have to think, you got to get selfish right now and make it about you. And she did the work. Not only did she do the work, she came to Buffalo in the front door. Most people, have to go side door. The GPA ain't high enough or the SAT's not good enough. She did everything to get there, and she came in the front door. Not only did she do a good job, she left Buffalo with over a 3.0 GPA, and she sustains that here at Syracuse. When you tell somebody that you believe in them and you tell them that they are enough, they will soar. She's a living example of that, and I'm just a person that God put on my spirit to just let her know. She did all the work, and I'm just so grateful I can be one of the witnesses.
Coach, number 2, Liatu King, gave you a tough time
Yeah.
the first time you guys played against her. Another good game from her. Just what was she doing so well? And then I know you guys threw a lot of bodies at her down the stretch. Take me through kind of your game plan for her in that fourth quarter.
Well, the first half, they got those 3 threes, and we realized that threes can beat us, not twos. And so we didn't want to, she's a monster. She is so good. She has a great future. If somebody can see her for who she is, she's an undersized post player that can score buckets. That's what Deasia is. I think that she has a great opportunity at the next level in the W. But somebody got to have a good vision, you know, and some people just kind of go after the people that's ranked this first way, that ESPN put on for the 4 days in a row. Let me sign that kid. It takes a deep thought person to really look at her. I see that talent, and boy, can she play. But we didn't think that twos can beat us, and we rolled the dice, and we were right.
Coach, not the first time this season where you guys have been down entering the fourth quarter. Deasia's gone off, making clutch shots. Is there something that you tell her at the end of the third quarter, or do you just trust that she's going to figure it out?
I just said to her in Georgia, you know, if it's going to be, it's got to be you too. You know, and they really flew around and did what most they can do. I didn't start Georgia in the fourth quarter because I needed to save her energy. Although she's like, Coach, I'm ready. I'm like, I know you're ready, but I need you to last through the end of the game. I'm like, Georgia's the only one that talks back to me. I swear, if I had a belt, I'd spank her. But I love that tenacity of purpose she has. But when we put her back in during the last 6-7 minutes, Coach Sharkey said, it's time. We got to put Sophie at the 4 because we needed some threes, and those two were really special. But I just tell Deasia all the time, just go get a bucket. That's how you coach somebody like that. You don't get in their way. You say, you want to screen from the left side, or you want to screen from the middle? You want a pick and slip? Okay, that's what we're going to do? Okay, that's what we'll call. So, and I said this earlier, and I want to say this to you again, Austin. You have a great voice. You have a great voice. I can sit there like this and listen to you. That's another question, man. You got any more?
Coach, most of these seniors have not played the entirety of the career here at Syracuse. So what does it mean to you to take these players, mostly from somewhere else, and kind of transform them into your own here at Syracuse?
Be where your feet are. Your feet are here right now, and you're playing well right now, and all we have is this moment. So a lot of things happen in the past. You know, you can say, well, I wasn't here long, or, you know, I wasn't the head coach 3 years ago here. Why not me? Or they didn't hire me. We're right here. We're right in the moment. We're where we need to be. God put us here right now for this moment, and it's a perfect time to celebrate this moment. And we can't worry about yesterday or even tomorrow. We just got to lock into this moment, and I'm so grateful that I have every single one of those guys on this team. And, you know, Lexi didn't play a minute, but her role was to make certain nobody came on the bench and talked negative, and she talked to them about what offenses that we were in and how they work, because she's really cerebral. And I saw not only Lexi talking to the team, but she had a clipboard, and she was talking to my coaches about what we need to run and why. And we were all locked in. It made sense for all of us to be here today for this particular moment.
2 more questions for Coach. We're going to go to Taylor and Overton.
So obviously a really emotional day, just seeing your players' faces like after the win and during the senior day celebration. What's it like walking away with a win today specifically?
You know, I certainly want to win more than anybody. Like I said to you guys before, if you and I walking up the stairs together, you start walking fast, I'm gonna start taking 2, then I'm gonna take 3. I'm gonna beat you going up the stairs. But more important than that, these ladies are winners because they stayed and they did the work. So if we didn't win, they will still win, or they're gonna learn. It's nice that we have this looseness about our today, where the score said that we were better than the other team. But I don't need a score to tell my players that they're better than somebody else. They're in our locker room. They're the better woman. They're on our team. They're the better team. They're in our family. We're the better family. And they get that thrown at them on a consistent, constant basis. And I just pray that it gets into their spirit. And so one day they're going to not have more points than the other team. They're going to remember they're still winners.
Last question.
It's just such an overwhelming force, but can you speak to the impact the other seniors had, not just today, but maybe for the whole season?
Yeah, I mean, my hope is that the other 3 come back. You know, those ladies have opportunities to come back, all 3 of them. I don't know if they will, but that's their choice. Dominique You know, that young lady can make me be emotional. She wanted to come to play for me from junior college. I picked another kid, so she went to Troy. It didn't work out at Troy. As she was walking out of the locker room from the coach saying, she said, and her knowing that she wasn't going to be there, she called me and said, Coach, can't talk to you. I know the rules. Going to talk right now. I want to come play for you. And hangs up. And next thing you know, we sign her and we get her to Buffalo. Then we go together and we get to the NCAA, win a MAC championship. We played in Tennessee, and we got 4 guards that stay here from Syracuse. Like, there's no room for Dom. And so Dom goes to Akron. And then her coach gets fired in the middle of the season, and she calls me, and she's crying, and it's February. She said, Coach, I don't know what it is, am I bad luck, whatever. And she goes on, I said, I don't know what he has in store for you, but there's something special. And then those young ladies left, and it made sense for her to be part of our family again. And I don't know what the future holds for that young lady, but I just know that I believe in her, and I believe that greatness is going to come to her because she's just an incredible young lady. Cheyenne has been with us for 3 years. Our first year, she was all freshman in the MAC conference. Great defensive player, incredible leader. Blew her knee out and couldn't finish the season. And so she had a blown knee, yet we still brought her here because we know what she can bring defensively to the table. She is an ACC, SEC kind of a defensive player. We get here, we play a few games, she blows her knee out again. And she's not playing, and we select captains, and everybody had to vote. She got the 4th highest vote from teams and the players and coaches because she's just locked in to the greatness of what we're trying to build, and she's such a major part of that. And she's a 4.0 student, by the way. And is a young lady who didn't play for 2 years, and she had a terrible experience at Michigan. And then she said, let me give this thing a try one more time. She didn't play a lot of minutes today. She's had head injury and was out for 2 months. She's on her way back, but I tell you, she's such a leader of our young people, and she says the truth all the time. And I really wanted to put her out there for more minutes, but I just felt like the game was going too fast and needed some speed. But I know this kid's going to help us eventually, and I hope that she makes a decision to come back and join us for another year because she can be a special story like Elena Rice. I just want to thank you all for all you do for our team and our energy. And someone asked me about what's it like to have the media from last year to this year. I'm like, you guys want to report on something that's good and special. We got to give you something that's good and special. Just because I'm a woman doesn't give me the right to deserve the same amount as the men. We have to do the work. We're doing the work, and you guys are responding to that work. And for that, so all you guys, I'm just so grateful to be back in Syracuse, to earn your respect, to have you kind of communicate and talk to our team. We're going to get somewhere special, but you're the foundation of that. And so I thank you for telling our story, good, bad, or indifferent. But you continue to come back for a couple of reasons. One, yeah, it's your job. But 2, I think that we're growing our team to give you guys something to write about. To that, I thank God, and I humbly thank you guys. Thank you.
Thank you.